Well, welcome back. This is our 8th and final module that we'll be covering in this class. And so this gets into thinking about design for CNC manufacturing. We've covered a variety of different things in this class. And so you can be thinking about how you have a part, you have it laid out. And so how do we translate this design into making it manufacturable in a good way for many types of labs that might be doing this. And so the skills that we'll be learning here is creating a solid model in SolidWorks. That would be something that we're not going to be getting into in detail in this, but you can be thinking about this, that if you actually were to back up and to have that context, that would be something that would be important. And so for this particular class, we're just focusing on the CNC and PLC programming. And so we'll just get a chance to have a survey of this. So in the larger context, and I referred to this, and we'll most likely have a scaled down version that won't have all of the chapters, but if you wanted to get the complete one, you'll see this. So it starts with two monster programs that form the basis of everything we do in CNC machine, is the design and then tool path of our parts. And so I'm just going to stay with these references for the whole textbook. Chapter 24 is solid modeling. Chapter 25 is CAM programming. And chapter 25 also explores verification software. Both evolve every year to a new level of excellence. So part 4 in the master textbook has a lot to offer. A special note in chapter 27 adds to the conversation about dynamic machine. Then we explore some leading edge metal shaping technologies you might have experience in training. So there's a lot of high-tech stuff that awaits in the last part of this textbook that we're drawing for the resources from this class. So this is just a review of some of the different type of machines that are out there. So the super mini mill, example of a super precision CNC machine that has a resolution below 0.0001 inch. We have a vertical spindle machine, which has a multi-operational system that is able to change its tools and parts. We showed this at the very beginning where you can have a pallet changing machine. Those are all possibilities. We have a standard Haas mill control device, and we got introduced to the controller interface that we have here for doing your programming. This is a close-in on the keyboard, another screen that's part of that Haas controller, and we briefly mentioned that before as well. So to be clear up front, chapter 24 in this machining text does not train you to be a designer, but rather it has two reasons: to be able to manipulate part geometry when required to do on the job. And it's also here so you can work with designers and know something of what they do to create the models for machining. And actually, this is where you're going to be more centered. Industrial engineering, you're going to be involved in the creation of parts, or at least fine-tuning the factory and manufacturing. So those are just a couple things I wanted to mention on that. And so let me pause for a second and I'll get into these details.